Once upon a time, in a faraway land, nestled between rolling hills and sparkling rivers, there was a mystical forest known as the Enchanted Forest. It was not like any ordinary forest. The trees shimmered with golden leaves, the flowers bloomed in colors no one had ever seen before, and the streams sang gentle lullabies as they flowed through the land. But the Enchanted Forest had one rule. It was a place for creatures of kindness and bravery. Those who entered with a heart full of fear or selfishness would soon find themselves lost. It was a place where only the purest of hearts could journey safely and return with the treasures of wisdom and courage. In this magical forest, there lived a small fox named Felix. Felix was not the biggest fox, nor the fastest, but what he had was something special, a heart full of bravery and kindness. His fur was a soft shade of auburn, and his eyes sparkled like the stars at night. Felix was known to help anyone in need, from the smallest bird to the oldest owl, and his courage had become a legend in the village nearby. One cool autumn evening, as the sun began to set and the forest bathed in golden light, Felix heard a soft cry coming from the heart of the Enchanted Forest. It was a voice filled with sorrow, and it broke the peaceful silence of the evening. Without thinking twice, Felix's brave heart led him straight into the forest's depths. Following the sound of the cry, Felix soon found a small, frightened rabbit caught in a thick tangle of vines. The rabbit was trembling, its eyes wide with fear. "Please help me!" it cried. "I was just wandering and these vines got me stuck. I can't get free." Felix, with his gentle paws, began to carefully untangle the vines. The rabbit was shaking, its tiny body frozen in fear, but Felix spoke to it in a soft, soothing voice. "Don't worry, little one. You're safe now. I'll get you out." With a few gentle tugs, the vines loosened, and the rabbit was free. It hopped around in circles, overjoyed, and then looked up at Felix with gratitude. "Thank you! You saved me! How can I ever repay you?" Felix smiled kindly. "No repayment is needed, little friend. I helped because it was the right thing to do. Now go on and be safe." The rabbit, with its heart lifted, thanked Felix again and disappeared into the forest. But as Felix turned to leave, the sky above the forest grew dark very quickly, as though a shadow had fallen over the land. A gust of wind rustled the golden leaves, and Felix felt a strange chill run down his spine. He had lived in the Enchanted Forest his whole life, and he had never seen the sky turn so dark so suddenly. At that moment, an ancient voice echoed through the trees. "Felix, the little fox, you are brave and kind, but your journey is far from over. A great darkness threatens this land, and only someone with a pure heart can stop it." Felix looked around in confusion, but no one was there. The voice continued. "The Heartstone, the source of all light and magic in the Enchanted Forest, is in danger. It is hidden deep within the forest, but the path to it is fraught with peril. Many have tried and failed, for the darkness will test your every step. But you, Felix, are the only one who can save us." Felix's heart raced. A darkness? A Heartstone? What did it all mean? But Felix had never been one to shy away from a challenge. He knew he had to help. Without hesitation, he set off deeper into the forest, determined to find the Heartstone and protect the Enchanted Forest from whatever danger lay ahead. The journey was not easy. As Felix ventured further, the trees grew taller and closer together, their branches twisting into strange shapes, casting eerie shadows on the ground. The air grew thick and heavy, and strange creatures, some with glowing eyes, watched him from the shadows. But Felix was not afraid. He remembered the words of the rabbit and the trust he had in the forest and its magic. Soon he came across a shimmering stream. The water sparkled in the moonlight, but there was something strange about it. It bubbled and swirled in a way Felix had never seen before. As he approached the water, the voice of the forest spoke again. "The path to the Heartstone lies across this river, but to cross it, you must face your deepest fear." Felix stared at the swirling waters, feeling a deep sense of unease. He had never been afraid of water, but now, in the face of this strange current, a small seed of fear began to grow in his heart. What if he couldn't swim? What if the water pulled him under? But Felix took a deep breath, remembering all the times he had faced his fears before. With one steady step, he dipped his paw into the water. To his surprise, the water was warm and inviting, no longer frightening. The current calmed as he stepped in, and the river parted before him, creating a clear path across. On the other side of the river, the forest grew even darker, the trees towering high above him. But Felix's courage never wavered. He pressed on, his heart focused on the mission ahead. As he journeyed deeper, he reached a great clearing, and there, nestled among the trees, stood the Heartstone, a glowing, pulsating gem that radiated light, its surface shimmering like 1,000 stars. But just as Felix approached the stone, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was a great, terrifying creature with eyes as black as night and teeth as sharp as daggers. The creature growled, its voice booming like thunder. "You cannot have the Heartstone, little fox. It is mine, and I will not let you take it." Felix stood tall, his heart beating fast, but he refused to back down. "I may be small, but I have something stronger than fear or darkness. I have courage, and I will protect this forest." With those words, Felix leaped toward the creature, not with anger, but with pure determination. As he approached, the creature shrank back, its power fading in the light of Felix's bravery. The Heartstone, sensing Felix's pure heart, began to glow even brighter, and the darkness that had once threatened the forest began to lift. The creature vanished in a cloud of smoke, and the enchanted forest was once again bathed in light. The Heartstone had been saved. Felix, tired but triumphant, returned to his home, knowing that he had done something important for the forest and its creatures. And from that day forward, Felix was not just known as a kind fox, but as the hero of the enchanted forest, whose bravery and pure heart saved the land from darkness. And so, Felix's legend lived on, reminding all who heard it that courage is not about size or strength, but about the kindness and bravery that come from within.